Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 21, at sight, on presentment and after sight. Section 21 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 explains the legal meaning of certain commonly used expressions in promissory notes and bills of exchange, namely, at sight, on presentment, and after sight. These expressions determine the time at which payment becomes due and are therefore crucial in calculating maturity and enforcing liability. 1. Meaning of at sight and on presentment. Section 21 provides that in a promissory note or bill of exchange, the expressions at sight and on presentment have the same meaning as on demand. A. Legal effect. The instrument becomes payable immediately upon presentation, requires no fixed date or time period, and entitles the holder to demand payment at once. B. Practical meaning. If a promissory note states payable at sight, it means payment must be made immediately upon presentation. Similarly, if a bill of exchange states payable on presentment, the drawer must pay upon presentation, and such expressions are therefore treated as equivalent to demand instruments. 2. Meaning of after sight. The expression after sight has a different meaning and depends on the type of instrument. A. In case of a promissory note. In a promissory note, the expression after sight means after the instrument has been presented to the maker for sight. This means that the holder must present the note to the maker, and the specified period, such as 30 days after sight, begins from the date of such presentment, with the maturity calculated accordingly. For example, if a promissory note states payable 60 days after sight, and the holder presents it to the maker on 1st March, the 60-day period will commence from 1st March. B. In case of a bill of exchange. In a bill of exchange, the expression after sight means after acceptance by the drawer or, in the event of refusal, after noting or protest for non-acceptance. When a bill is drawn payable after sight, it must first be presented to the drawer for acceptance, and upon acceptance the specified period begins from the date of acceptance. If the drawer refuses to accept, the bill may be noted or protested for non-acceptance, and the time period is then calculated from the date of such noting or protest. 3. Importance of acceptance in bills of exchange. Unlike a promissory note, a bill of exchange requires acceptance by the drawer to confirm liability, and the drawer's signature signifies willingness to pay. Therefore, the expression after sight in the case of a bill depends upon acceptance or, if refused, the consequences of such refusal. 4. Difference between at sight and after sight. An instrument expressed as at sight or on presentment is a demand instrument payable immediately from the date of presentment, whereas an instrument expressed as after sight is a time instrument payable after a specified period calculated from the date of acceptance or protest, and both expressions apply to promissory notes and bills of exchange. Thus, at sight denotes immediate payment, while after sight introduces a definite time element for payment. 5. Legal significance of Section 21. Section 21 is important because it clarifies commercial terminology, ensures uniform interpretation, helps determine maturity dates, and affects the calculation of days of grace where applicable. It also avoids disputes regarding the timing of payment, as without such clarification ambiguity could arise in enforcement. For more details, contact us.